maxed, and I have users in Discord nearly maxed, and y'all are still quiet.
Hmm.
Why
Do you
is
have
that?
your specific application volume messed with?
Not work ship, but thank you. No, thank you. Melatonin's
Miller Times.
Miller time, baby.
Do 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 do.
Totally the song.
Doodle-doodle-doo.
Totally the song.
quite
Doodle-doodle.
Christmas time, guys.
Hey, it's a similar-ish instrument. It has to be the same. I turned it down too much. It needs to go back up. There we go. Turn it up.
Crank it, baby.
Michael, will you turn that down a bit? I'm really struggling to listen to people.
I wonder if that's
Yeah.
part of the issue you're having is that the noise cancellation is trying to get rid of all of that football game being played in the same room
Maybe.
at
Ethan,
max volume.
Does Blake sound weird to you?
A little bit.
Okay.
It doesn't sound weird to me.
I think both Mandy and Mary sound a little
Oh god,
robotish.
now you sound robotish to me.
That is a good idea.
Dude,
I should use a voice changer.
you should use the one I got.
You have a voice changer?
What or no, you
Oh,
have
man.
voice meter potato, don't you?
No, I don't.
Oh, well, you could do this. Can you hear me very well?
That's too much. I don't like that. That's
You
too
can
much.
change it to a little bit less, or move it over here, or change it here where it's a bit better, huh? You can change it around.
No, that's not. That's too much.
Not what you want.
No, I mean that would actually be cool.
It is weird though. You
I really liked Bethany. I thought she was so cool.
Wow,
Thank
way to just
you.
like blow through that whole conversation, Amanda.
Sorry.
That's
I'm
literally
sorry.
like what everyone says about Bethany, by the way. I'm
I
so
know.
glad
That's 'cause
everyone
she's
likes
a
her.
sweetie pie.
I like her a lot.
did y'all break up?
What?
The opposite of
What?
that.
Well, she said I really liked her. Like it was past tense.
Oh,
I only
no,
met-
because she
I
saw
only saw
her.
her once.
Oh, understood.
I really liked her when I met her.
I was about to say, I mean, we're streaming and recording. You're putting
Selfie.
Ethan on blast right now. Dang.
Fun.
Oh, that'd be kind of fucked. How do you add a person to an iPhone conversation? Can you not? Do you have to make a brand new one?
Yes.
Hey,
I
That
don't know. I
is
don't know
so
how to use my
stupid.
iPhone yet.
Yes.
yeah,
iPhones are
please.
so stupid. I hate iPhones.
I need somebody to teach me how to iPhone.
Yeah, Ethan, will you please add me to your D&D chat? Obviously, because we have new phones and I don't have it, and I don't know how to get into it on
Oh,
iPhone.
I was Oh, wait, you both just switched to iPhones?
Yeah, we
We
got
did.
13 Pros.
Dang.
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 Bunch of big ballers.
Baller.
I assume
Shot
Patrick has the
caller.
same number. Hey, everybody.
My
Hey,
teacher told
everybody.
me to stop talking when I was singing.
Man, all this audio stuff for me at least must be the issue that Discord was having.
Oh,
There's a
yeah,
lot of-
100%.
A lot of reports of that's nuts.
Says that my ping to Discord server right now is 20 ms with 0% packet loss. So whatever's happening is happening between the server probably and you. Like,
Yeah.
the server isn't sending everything because it's receiving everything. It's just not sending everything.
Yeah. Because the website, like, you
I-
couldn't even go to discord.com. It wasn't working at all.
Ooh.
Yeah. And then I went on a few forums saying that there was an issue with I forget who the provider is, but apparently a bunch of their websites were down.
Oh, yeah, look at that. They've had major outages all over
Yeah.
the place today. Huge lag spikes.
Michael's been trying to teach me some iPhone stuff like over the last couple of days. Not sticking very well. I must really be an old grandma.
Yeah, you've arrived. You're officially boomer status. You don't know how your iPhone works anymore.
Hilarious.
I don't really understand how to switch between screens. Like, I do it, but I think it's just because I push buttons until I get to where I want or what I want.
What do you mean switch between screens?
Like different things. I don't actually know how to search on my iPhone very
Oh.
well. I just keep opening more tabs.
I forgot
I
that you had never used swipe gesture on Android. You had always used the buttons.
Oh, I loved the swipe gesture on Android so much more than iPhone.
Can you swipe off
No,
the sides to go back?
No, you can't. I hate it.
To go
Oh.
back, yes, you can. To go
Yeah,
back
to
like
go
a
back
page. Yeah.
half the time. Like, if
Right.
the app supports it. Unlike in Android where every app supported it because it literally was just the back functionality.
Yeah, it's just different implementation.
I hate it.
But I mean, I'm okay with it. I've actually been pleasantly surprised by the like ability to keep apps open in the background. I've never had an Android phone be able to keep this many apps open to where I can just swipe back to them and they're instantly there.
That is
I-
true. I will say it's way better at multitasking and smooth stuff. However, I've also had more apps break on me than ever before, where I've had to restart them.
Huh.
What I don't like is that when I swipe through like my app pages, I swipe and like I get to 3 different looks of app pages. Like there's the icons, and then then there's like the library that is all categorized, and then you pull down or you go more, or maybe it was up. Was it right? It was something that gave me like in like a list format.
So
Yeah,
if
there
you
it is.
Yeah, so if you go all the way to the left, it'll be your widgets, and at the top, if you click the search, then it has like suggestions. If you're in the middle of obviously it's going to be whatever's on your screen, which you can't put wherever you want, which I find kind of stupid.
I
And
don't
then on
like
the
that
right,
either. I like
if you
organizing it.
if you go all the way to the right, if you have multiple pages, you'll have to swipe multiple times. But if you go all the way to the
Yeah.
right, then you go to your app library, where
Yes.
it's like Android looking at your apps, basically.
But if you hold down and scroll down, then you get an app library, not in those category boxes. You get them in like a alphabetical list order. So it's like you get all of your apps 3 different ways.
Yeah,
I
so
hate
use
that.
whatever your preferred method is. That said, I
No.
don't love it, but
I don't like that.
Amanda, the reason you have so many icons in those pages before your app drawer is because you have all of them auto-adding to your home screens when you install them. So
Amanda,
just like on Android, you can turn that off.
Are you turning your camera on at all tonight?
Oh, yeah, sure. Are you ready for me?
I just need to know where everyone is so I can adjust depending on who has their camera on.
is it like hiding my cat? Yeah, it keeps hiding my cat's head.
Obviously, cats are not people.
Cats are
Aw.
invisible. They're ninjas.
It's your mom.
Your mom?
Yeah, okay, well,
Who's playing
also go-
Travis?
How
Yeah.
about who would like to play Travis? I'll just say that. I know Alex has got a brand new character.
I mean, I can play it.
I mean, I can play him.
I don't really
He
know
will
his
just now be my best
personality.
friend. I don't know if that's really what
Yeah,
he
so
wanted.
Amanda is barred from playing him.
I just don't know his personality yet.
I don't think
Yeah, I
anyone
guess that's
does.
true.
He's kind of quiet, kind of reserved.
All right, well,
We're not
who are
going to
we
learn
do?
any secrets, are we?
Say so in 3, 2, 1.
I'll play it.
You thinking?
All right, Alex has
You
got
already
it.
have a new character.
It's a fighter though. I
know.
mean, it's super easy. I won't be. I know I've played Warlock before, so I mean, it's only in battle. I'm not gonna RPM or anything.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I don't know enough about any of the other
I mean,
types of
technically,
characters.
I could do his battle. I mean,
God.
it's easy.
My audio
got
is
it.
so fucked.
I will say Mandy is not picking up super well, but it could just be the audio.
I'm
network.
literally getting her copy 3 times.
Oh.
What?
I hear her
Nice.
just once.
And all
I
of
hear
you
it
sound
once,
like
but
you're in a
it's just
tunnel.
Far away.
I'm gonna rejoin real quick Discord. Give me a second.
Okay.
Oh, just
Stream.
I just figured it
It's
out.
just quiet for me, but that's it.
Mandy
I-
just sounds far away, basically.
You sound far away.
Neither of you
Dang.
sound far away to me.
That's rough.
Got him.
So at some point, I fix it.
Oh, good job, man. I knew you could do it.
Did your audio effects accidentally
I-
get turned on for your inputs?
Some stuff got swapped around, and audio from the web browser Discord is going through. So I'm getting from the web browser and the app. So I'm getting literally everyone twice, which is why he sounded echoey, because it's literally an echo playing exactly on top of each other, but off by, milliseconds. Anyways, let me see. Okay, my camera. That's okay. No Travis. So okay, we are good to go.
All right. So last time, boy, did so much stuff happen. You guys went absolutely nuts trying to find a way to revive Voxamillion. You realized that he wasn't coming to consciousness and attempted bathing him in a holy water fountain and carried his body up and down stairs and ladders like
Very
6
clean.
times. And he's been washed off several times. Been brought to altars. You guys prayed. You guys played organs. It was like the whole carnival arrived to try to get Voxamillion to wake up. And through all of that, you guys discovered that nothing that you tried succeeded. The sort of shadowy magic that persists in this wound on Voxamillion's shoulder is still present and preventing any sort of efforts to heal it or to remove it. And so your friend remains unconscious, and you all then decided to kind of continue on with your adventure, see if maybe there's something else. A few of you made some deals, a few of you came up with some plans, and that it all came to light too, didn't it? Like,
Oh, yeah.
Ibrahim was just like straight up, oh yeah, by the way, we're taking the shield to
Yeah.
to what's her face because she said so.
Zariel.
Yeah, Zariel, and you guys, figured out that kind of complicates your path forward a little bit, but decide that going through the tunnel towards where you heard Archduke Ravengard was the correct path. Yeah, and as you went down the tunnel, you guys discovered a few cracks in the floor, right? You guys saw that the city was slowly sinking. God, what's your name? It's not. Is it? It's actually Roshia, isn't it?
Yeah.
Me? Yes.
Yeah. Man, I want you to
which one?
Roshia and Sherfa and Relisa are the
sorry.
hardest 3 names to keep separate in my brain for whatever reason. But Roshia saw that you guys had sunk probably about 100 feet since looking down the well earlier when you all arrived. You guys also, in pretty dire straits, you also saw that Zariel's floating fortress is also kind of hanging over the city at this point. So Elturel not looking too good, but hopefully, you're able to come into some solutions once you make your way into this grand cemetery. And with that, we'll say, you guys have all been introduced to, I believe it was Dominic. Forgive me if I am misremembering.
Dominic Marks, bro.
The
Yeah.
very friendly Dragonborn. And I think we kind of left off at the introduction, didn't we? Because it was like Dominic and Pippi were having a bit of a pissing match to see who could be
Mhm.
stronger than the other one or make the
Yep.
other one more angry, and then we kind of just was like, okay, that's it. Time to end the night.
Just
so
having
yeah,
some fun, my dude.
we'll get back to it. We'll say that you guys have kind of met this dragonborn and had your fun, and we kind of rejoined the party in the tunnels, just outside of this sort of entryway towards what you guys would know is the Grand Cemetery. Dominic also expressed to you guys that there's like hundreds of zombies and skeletons, I believe he said.
So why are you guys like trying to go in there? What's down there that's just like so important?
We're
Raven Guard.
going. What's that?
That's the dude that he knows and that we also need to find in the cemetery. Because he's the one that will hopefully be able to solve all this bullshit.
What bullshit? We're just bringing the shield to that lady.
We have to do both things, Uberheim. Both things at the same time. We're sinking. They have to do same time.
Oh, okay. He's gonna like raise up the whole city. That's really
Ha!
powerful.
Yeah, we'll see. Or we just all
Okay.
die. Either way. I mean,
He must work
If
out.
we die, then we die. You know.
yeah. So fuck it. But we have to do same time. So we just find dude, and then go give shield.
Well, if he can get us out of
Okay.
here, I mean, that'd be great. I really want to get back to Boulder's Gate. You know, you go to El Terrell for a massage and, you know, this bullshit happens. It's the worst.
Yeah, we barely made it out when it all happened. So
Well,
That's true.
who's leading this bullshit? This one? And I point to Pippi. You seem strong.
Yeah, obviously.
Small.
Obviously.
Obviously small, you're right. Yeah, lead the way, little one.
well, don't
Hit
you
him
know
really
which
hard.
way he went,
Kick her.
Dominic?
He went that way, and I point around the corner where you see hundreds and hundreds of walking zombies and skeletons and bullshit.
There's
Yeah.
no other.
Know how we go around those things?
I
We
don't
have
know.
a-
I got
Fucking
to the
gross.
corner and just kind of saw it and just nope.
Sorry. Does our map that we have show any of the underground stuff on it?
So no, it doesn't. But you guys would have popped out here. I'll draw a little shape on there for y'all.
It might just follow the roads, the piping.
You
or
guys would
tunnels.
have popped out like, yeah, would have come out of a small little tunnel like right here.
Which
and
one am I
so
looking at?
The
pink-
magenta
okay.
one.
Okay.
Because the cemetery itself is kind of surrounding this area, and it may not be super clear to see, but there is actually, oops, not that far.
Oh,
Are we still in the
So-
tunnel, or did we pop out of the tunnel? I don't know
You
where I
guys
am
will
anymore.
have arrived like at the edge of the tunnel, so you would be able to see like out into the street. But the whole cemetery itself has a gate around it, kind of highlighted in that magenta color. And so one of the other things you would see, even just from this tunnel entryway, is that this cemetery fence, this gate system and wall surrounding it, is you know how like wrought iron fences are typically tipped with like some kind of triangular. It's like not always super sharp, but it's got some sort
Yeah.
of point at the end of it. So
it dicks?
almost, it's not dicks. It's not dicks.
Damn.
But what you do see is that each one of those, almost every single one, has got a head or a body stuck on it. There are a few like loops of entrails that are kind of hanging off from the top bar. It's kind of no wonder that Dominic saw this and was like, "Fuck no." This is a pretty grisly sight with so many like humanoid body parts on these spikes. And as you guys see this, please everyone give me a perception check.
Sure thing, sure thing, sure thing.
That's my specialty.
I'm supposed to be decent at it. Let's see.
Natural one.
10.
Oh fuck.
I also rolled a natural one for a 4.
Oh.
It's because we're fighting.
Okay.
Oh, 18.
18,
Vidroth got a
Yeah,
19.
total.
19.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Elf.
I got an 18.
18. Okay.
Yeah. Fey people.
So the rest of you are kind of like looking around and you're like, yeah, okay, yeah, this is pretty awful. You know, like, man, body parts all on there. That's pretty grisly. But for Roshia and Vadroth and Klobek, you guys all like take a second to really focus on these body parts, and you swear as you look, these
Alive.
body parts start to like wriggle and writhe. Yeah, sure enough, most of these body parts are still have some kind of life left in them.
They're not dead. They're fine.
Yeah, they're
Uh,
happy.
Dominic will pull out his hand crossbow. Or you said he didn't see it. Never mind.
I mean, does anybody say?
I'll point it out. Yeah.
Move it around?
Since we were already saying, hey, look, they're not. I did say they're not dead. They're not fully dead. They're moving.
Yeah, they're
Did
happy.
humans do this all along?
That's so gross.
My
I don't
God.
think so, dude. And I take out my hand crossbow, activate a normal arrow, and I'll just shoot at it. See what happens.
Okay. Yeah, give me an attack roll.
Can I just after him? Go ahead.
15.
15. Yeah, you managed to hit. We'll say one of the larger like torsos that are pierced on the side of the fence there. Give me a damage roll for your hand crossbow.
10.
Ooh.
Okay, yeah, with 10 damage, you see it pierces and the body sort of like flails for a second because I'll just say this body didn't have a head attached to it. It was just the torso. So you see the arms like flail for a second, like if it's surprised, like oof, and the arms fall limp. That particular torso no longer moving.
Oh.
Ugh, ha, got
Maybe we
one.
could do some all
You owe
together.
me a beer. I
you-
point over to Quebec.
Did it drop anything?
Oh, I'll go check. And I walk up to it to see if it dropped anything.
Okay,
Entrails.
yeah,
I don't know how close you want to get to the gate.
see a
walked
bit
up-
of like
Yeah.
dark red, like jello like blood that seems to have dripped out of this bolt wound.
Mhm.
But otherwise, the torso seems to have been stripped of its worldly belongings before being pierced along this fence.
Is there a head on the fence nearby that I can approach?
There
It's
are
like
many.
stuck. I'd like to approach one and go, "Hey, can you talk, dude?"
You see the eyes of this head that you've addressed, like it was kind of just like looking up into the air vacantly,
Mhm.
but its eyes sort of roll slowly down towards you. And then you see its jaw kind of open up and it just starts going anga, anga. And it's like trying to like as willfully as it can move its neck towards you to like maybe grab a chunk.
I
I'm gonna give him a little shove, like a toward it.
Be careful. Give me a second. Hey, so, and then I lean in real close to it, like a hand's width apart, and I'm like, "Hey, so look, I will trade you your suffering if you give me your soul. Deal?"
And it just goes,
I'll take that as a yes, and I shoot it in the head with the crossbow, blank range.
yeah, we'll say it's not able to really dodge out of the way, so it hits, and you see again that sort of like dark red goo, like jello, explode out of the back of this thing's skull as your crossbow pierces it.
And I'll go,
and there's a mess.
and I'll kind of stand up straight and kind of.
Oh, it didn't pick up whatever you were trying to say. Oh, you're gone.
Shouldn't have touched your mic.
Killed it. You killed it, sir. While he messes with it, were the zombies below or above? I don't know where I am anymore. Am I
Okay.
above or below?
So, sequence of events. You guys would have traveled through the tunnel, which is
Yeah.
underground beneath the High Hall
Correct.
crypt, which is below High Hall Cathedral, which is up on
Yeah.
that hill. Can you guys all see the city map?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Okay, great. So you would have traveled underground from like here all the way to like here, and you
Yeah.
would have gone along that way, and popping out of a like a little sewer grate along the road
Okay.
there. From there, you could see the fencing that surrounds the cemetery. This is all like ground level at this point. And the fencing is probably like 8 feet tall. So you're seeing all of these like body parts pierced, maybe like a foot or two down, because these are pretty. It's all the way down to that like first crossbar that would be there for stability.
Yeah.
So they're all getting close to head level with you guys, but they're all pierced on these bars.
Okay, so
So-
the zombies were just what's on the bars. It's not like they're walking around zombies.
So on this side of the fence in the street, there are none. But on the
Okay.
other side of the fence, it's exactly what Dominic described. There are literal hundreds of zombies and skeletons walking around inside this cemetery.
Well,
I-
I've been playing Diablo lately, so that's appealing to me. I want to just rush in there and kill them all.
There's no tunnel that goes like underneath the cemetery to maybe dodge the mummies? Or
There
zombies?
didn't seem to be a continuation of the tunnel you were in.
Cool.
I would have called out
All right.
pineapple coconut after blasting the guy in the head.
Yeah,
That
What does that mean?
bullshit.
Does anything happen?
nothing happens.
Do you remember what I'm referring to?
I do.
Okay, very good.
That's your
Kinda-
safe
That
word.
was weird.
That's what I said.
Yeah, well,
I didn't hear you.
Cool. You guys want to like go in and kill stuff?
How did what's his face get through there without getting eaten?
I didn't stay and watch. No idea.
Oh,
Let's
Yeah,
look
I
for
mean-
an entrance he
Okay.
might have taken.
I kind of wouldn't go with you guys either, but I was kind of getting hungry, so maybe we could fix this and I get back on the Baldur's
Oh no,
Gate.
he's hungry. He's one of them.
Oh, and I pick off the head and do the skull thing that you did earlier. Like, oh.
And
another mammal that needs to eat.
Yeah.
Do we want to scout around the cemetery real quick and see if there's any less crowded entrances?
I could do that. I'll go
Or
this
maybe
way.
under like cellars that go underneath? Like wine
That's very
cellar kind of
smart.
thingy?
Yeah, let's try that.
Or a building. Maybe there's a building without hundreds of zombies inside it.
Which way are you going? We don't usually like to separate ourselves. It ended up badly last time. Please,
We
let's not
should
separate.
probably-
I'm like
stick
I'm
together.
15 feet away from you. Like, I'm just going this way to see if I can find anything.
Yeah,
Watch
you two go
out
with
for
him, and the rest of
mummies!
us will go that way.
How about we all go together, Kloback?
Okay, yeah, let's all go this way,
That's
and
just
I point the
inefficient.
Let's
other.
stick together, and I stick
the
my
other
arm
direction.
and like drag
The
him.
third direction. You go in your own way. Let's
I'm
all go.
asking the
They
group
go
to
that
come
way.
with
That way.
me.
Let's go this way.
Just the other
Come on,
way.
Ibrahim. Help me search, and then we can go kill a bunch of zombies.
Okay.
as you guys are all walking along the fence, in whichever doesn't actually matter what respective direction you go, whether it's the same or opposites from each other, give me another perception check.
Hey,
I am specifically. I'm not looking for anything that they suggested. I am looking for scared survivors.
Okay.
Another natural one. My God.
oh jeez, burn it, burn it with fire.
Vidroth got a 19.
Oh, sick.
I got dirty 20.
Lucy.
And
You
nine.
puppy.
Hi.
Oh.
You got a what, Amanda?
A 9.
A 9. Okay. So this wasn't a very difficult thing to see. Most of you could have even glanced as you were walking. So I'll say you all succeeded in noticing, even with as low a roll as the 1 plus what?
3. No, +1.
Oh, so
two.
okay. So I have to adjust a little bit because 2 is pretty tough. 2 is pretty tough. Boy, okay, so we'll say that you're kind of like on your mission, like you're on your way down around the fence. But for anybody who even takes a cursory glance into the cemetery, you notice that the grave markers, like all of the headstones, where there would normally be a body, it seems like almost every single gravestone has been exhumed. And it's not like with tools necessarily. So we'll say for like Vidroth, and who else rolled pretty good?
Me. I got a dirty
18.
20. Oh,
Yeah, so
didn't
for
hear Uberheim.
Uberheim, Vaydroth, and Roshia, you guys would notice in more detail, you would see that the graves themselves have not been overturned with like tools. All of these grave marks seem to have been exhumed with what look like claws. Like you can see multiple like individual digits where they would have been drug through the dirt, and the mud and soil there looks ragged with how much it's been torn apart by what you assume were either fingers or claws or something like that.
I think they all dug themselves up. I'm a little worried this land might be like cursed now.
Am I nearby enough to
And
hear that?
I
or am
tell
I-
everyone that. Oh, we caught up
Is
to
it
you.
like this
Oh, I thought
entire
Pippi led you away
plane
from me going the
cursed?
opposite way.
Yeah, Pippi, what are you doing? Who's going which direction?
I said I didn't want to split everyone, but I didn't hear what Pippi all said because everyone talked at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
That's
sorry.
I did say that. I said, yeah, let's absolutely stay together and then walk the other way with our group.
So you would have taken a few steps in the other direction and then seen everybody follow after Dominic. Do you still go your own way, or do you follow with the group?
I would go with the group, but I thought that the group was coming with me.
Well,
I misunderstood.
you
Did you guys agree to go with that way?
So
'Cause
so
if
so,
so,
if
the
we're
way
if
that
we're looking
Roshia
at the
did.
fence, if we're looking at the
Mhm.
fence, Dominic started walking left, and y'all said stay together. I said yeah, come on, and then Pippi said yeah, let's stay together, and then started walk the other way. So all of y'all have to choose which way you go.
Yep.
I went with Roshia wherever she went.
I misunderstood, and so I went where Dominic went. I'm just gonna be honest. That's all I can say.
Sorry, Pippi.
I would have, if I
Alright.
would have noticed, I would have been like, Pippi, no, come on.
Well, what happened though is that Blake said it doesn't really matter which way you go, and then it ended up mattering. So I think that
No,
that's
so
why
it
we.
didn't matter for what you see because
Yeah, I
every
got all
single grave
confused.
is torn up.
That's
But
my bad.
then yeah, it does matter which direction you guys go, and especially if you're not staying together. So that's what I needed to come back to and,
So then, yes.
clarify.
I
I
go
would-
east.
I would have gotten Pippi to go with us too.
You go east
I
away from
just-
the cemetery.
I did not hear
Let's leave
correctly.
this plane.
My
Just
bad.
kidding.
Okay, well we'll say then Roshia, I totally believe as the party's now resident babysitter that you would have urged Pippi to go with everyone else. I assume Pippi you would have gone with Roshia's urging. Okay, so we're all clear. We all followed Dominic, and Dominic sort of headed to the left. Was that right?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
And I'll push Pippi towards the front so she can be the
He was
leader.
failing to look for survivors.
Go, Pippi, go. Go.
Yes.
Yep. And definitely with the two, you would be like, wow, yeah, like do all these I tried it already. Do all these zombies count as survivors? Like,
Yeah.
you're just kind of pondering to yourself and miss the detail of the graves. But
Then Roshia points it out.
yeah,
Oh,
Roshia
shit.
definitely calls it out.
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
I think they all dug up out of there.
Pippi, I'm physically RP. Pippi, where are we going?
We're trying to find the guy, and hopefully we can bring our friend back.
Cool.
So,
Go
Is
ahead.
there
I
like
really-
a building
I really
down
miss
there?
him, guys. And I just have
know.
a tear shed.
Oh.
You miss
I
your
him
sparring
too.
buddy.
Don't worry, he'll be back. We
miss
just
my
gotta get
buddy.
this shield to the lady. It's fine.
We really need to bring him back.
That's
Well,
what we're
if
doing,
we
right?
can, maybe
Why do we care so much about the Archduke?
No, I
Because
just
he's
miss
the one that's
Foxy
supposed to
Foxy.
know more about how to possibly fix this whole situation.
So let's do a quick recap since we seem to be collectively forgetting. What you've been
Oh, we're not
told.
forgetting.
I remember.
Okay.
I just don't understand why Pippi's crying over the Archduke.
Oh, she's not crying. She's crying over Vox.
I miss Foxy.
Fox isn't who we're looking for.
Read the room.
Yeah, we
want
left
him to
Fox back there.
start breathing on his own.
Oh, Lord Jesus. And Rushia just like rubs her temples.
Mhm.
And then it's like, can we please see if there's like a cellar or something that goes maybe underground to escape these? And if not, we're gonna just have to bust in.
I
Okay.
take a shot at one of the zombies behind the gate.
Sure. Yeah, give me another attack roll.
How
Sharpshooter.
much ammo you got?
What if we try to like act like them and just walk through?
To the Winchester.
How well did that work with the mummy? I don't think it
I
worked out
didn't
that
try
great.
to act like a mummy.
How
You
much?
were covered in dirt.
16
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, roll that damage.
max damage, and I said sharpshooter, so 20 damage.
20, 28?
20,
20.
0.
20, 0. Yeah, you hit this thing and it almost completely falls over. Like you manage to nail it in the hip, and first of all, the entire leg gets blown off. So like the left leg, will say, just like kind of flops over to the side, and this zombie completely falls on its back, not able to maintain its posture with only the one leg left. And while this was an obviously like very solid hit, it sort of rolls over and just starts like crawling in the direction that its torso is now facing. So away from you guys, but it seems to have made it through the attack at least.
So I have my arm like extended out with the hand crossbow. I was like, "Hey, wasn't that pretty awesome?"
Yeah, that was
And
really cool.
And I turn my hand crossbow, and on the side it says "awesome," and then I'll say, "Wouldn't you say that was pretty fucking awesome?" And I turn the other hand crossbow, and the other one says "fucking" on it. And then I do like a cool like cowboy flip, and the arms fold down and put them in the holster.
Shoots him in the foot. Just kidding.
Yeah, shit. Sweet.
That's some awesome fucking.
Sounds
go.
like a performance check to me.
So I mean, yeah, if you
Natural 20.
Yeah.
Natural 20.
Oh, look at that.
Yes.
No problems.
You're saying you didn't have them backward and it didn't say awesome fucking?
Nope, it actually said fucking awesome.
Nailed it, 100%. I'll also say one thing you guys notice is after you shot this zombie, none of the other skeletons or zombies seem to have reacted to their buddy getting their leg blown off. And this one just sort of, like I said, is kind of crawling along the ground away from you.
By the way, Dominic has had his moment. He can now die, so feel free.
Mission accomplished.
Mission accomplished.
I forgot
Whoa.
what I was gonna ask.
You were looking for like tunnels, mausoleums, buildings.
I also wanted to keep an eye out just while we go around the thing for what's his face, but I doubt he's hanging out with the zombs anyways.
Maybe he is a zombie.
He might be. He might be.
Let's look for some really well-dressed zombies. Maybe some fresh-looking ones.
Vidroth would probably pipe up and say finding the mausoleums is probably a good idea.
Let's go.
It's a good thing we didn't ask you.
Oh, I was
Damn
gonna ask.
zombie looking
Man.
fresh. Oh.
That zombie's got drip, and also it's dripping.
Yes.
Hey, man.
Oh.
I'm gonna just ask Lulu if anything seems familiar or stands out of importance.
You get that sort of telepathic, idea sent back to you in response, and what you can tell from the sort of emotion that's conveyed is that like nothing here, but it feels familiar.
Any certain point of this area seem familiar?
Were we told more? He was just going towards the cemetery? I don't remember. Why was he over here?
He was looking for a relic.
Yes, was looking for a relic,
okay.
and what Acolyte Jinx told you guys was that it was some sort of helm of Torm. She wasn't sure of the real specifics about it, but that he seemed to suspect that he
was,
would
like,
be
buried
able
with
to
someone?
fix this issue.
Cool. Well,
what about that building down there?
well, we're searching the whole thing, so if we got around the whole area and there was no like little cellars to go underneath, then we can try the building for sure.
Yeah, I'll say you guys come to the exterior of this kind of looks like a small cathedral, like obviously not anywhere close to the High Hall Cathedral you guys were just in. Like this is a pretty like quaint little maybe 12-person sort of operation, very tiny. Yeah, it's absolutely where Blue is pinging. So you guys would have come along it eventually as you traveled down that way. And you see that pretty much all of the windows of this building are completely busted out.
Fun.
I want to just walk up to one and just like look in.
Okay. And
Are they
I
on the
assume-
outskirts of the gate, or we have to go in the gate?
So the back end of this chapel is on your guys' side of the gate, so it's like all of the stained glass. And I'll say this is a
Oh.
pretty tall building, so apologies for not describing it super detailedly. But most of the stained glass that I was describing is at like probably 15, almost 20 feet up off the ground. Like these are giant, you know, the kind I'm talking about where it's like a big vertical sliced like stained glass window in a sort of semicircular pattern along the backside. So it looks like this art was more meant to face outwards towards the rest of the city, and the actual entrance to the cathedral is on the other side of the gate.
Hey, any of you dudes got like a grappling hook or something?
Ah, heckin' sweet.
Well, I thought
I have
do.
a rope.
Yeah, but we need something to latch on. Like if someone had a grappling hook, something with a claw on the end of it, we could just like climb up there. I'm sure Short Stack here can climb up that thing lickety split. Hey, do we try and
tall is
throw
it?
you?
I do have a grappling hook actually.
Do you say so?
Yeah, I do. I
Ooh.
say I do. I'm prepared. You not prepared for these things?
Absolutely not. But would you like me to throw you up there?
No.
You
I
can
will
be
just-
the grappling
I-
hook.
I would like
I
you to
can just
throw her
climb.
up there.
All right. All right.
How
Mixing out
tall
in
is
a
the
Gimli
fence?
situation here.
How tall is the fence,
What?
though?
The fence I described earlier was probably about 8 feet tall, with the like crossbeam stabilizing beam being at around 6 foot. So it would be really difficult to, you know, leap in a single bound. But well, and it's also still
Difficult
along
with
this
the-
whole way. It still continues to be like adorned with zombie bits. Like for all of this way, it wasn't just that single section of fence. All of this fence has looks like zombie bits pierced onto it.
We can try and open the front gate.
Great idea.
I'd be
we can
sitting
try.
there if Pippi let me grab it. I'm just sitting there like swinging the grappling hook. Like what?
Well, I'm worried that even if we get the grappling, we're gonna still have to go over the spikes and possibly get bit by zombies, or just biff it
But
on a spike.
I
Doesn't
wish
this
somebody
thing
had a
connect?
rug to lay over them.
Doesn't this thing connect over the spikes though? Are there spikes at
Yes.
the window? The
No,
gate
there are
meets
no
up on
spikes at the window.
yeah, the gate meets on either side of the building. So if we go through the window, we can exit through a door that's opens up into the graveyard.
Oh, you're throwing it through a window.
Yeah, the
I feel
15-foot
it.
tall stained glass window that's been busted out. I'm
Yeah.
suggesting that we throw grappling hook up there, climb up, see what's in.
All right,
But-
let's
I
do it.
mean,
What we can do is we can pop in, and if something bad is in there, then they'll be 15 foot down, and then we could just stay over here.
Yeah, but don't you have to walk up with the grappling hook? So you would be walking on the fence.
you don't walk up it, you climb. Come
I
on.
think it goes fence, building, and then fence.
Is that?
Yes.
Oh,
Not
okay.
like fence.
Yes. That is
That's
correct.
why I was not understanding. Okay, then yes, sure.
yeah, I guess. Yeah, sure thing. Let's do it.
I
Yeah,
extend
you
my
should
Grapple hook.
totally do that, lizard guy.
Yeah, I'm a dragon, bro, and I throw it up.
Okay.
Okay.
Give me we'll do a dex check for this just to determine accuracy.
Not athletics for power.
I mean, you can go for all Kobe and no, you know, what is
you
it?
want
Yeet for-
power or
for accuracy?
Finish your sports ball reference.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I rolled a 19 on the die. So
Okay.
if it's dex, it's +4, which I do have better dex actually. So I don't know why I even said that.
I mean, you nail it. You chuck it all the way through the window.
I'm a meathead, so I
and
just either way, cool.
All the way through the window, and it's
all
gone.
the way.
Right.
You've got 50 feet of rope attached to this, right?
Yeah, I assume the grappling hook has... How much rope does a grappling hook say? Is it 15 foot attached or 30?
27.
It says when tied to the end of a rope.
So I connect it to my rope then. So I take the hook
Yeah.
from you and then I attach it to my own rope that I do have. So 50 foot
I
rope.
So-
also have rope, but yeah.
You've got lots of rope, and in fact, it is slack as it kind of leans over the side and into the building itself.
All right,
Wait,
take a...
Do you know knots?
Do I know knots? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? You're being funny.
No.
You're a funny guy.
He was in Boy Scout.
Not. Sounds like a goblin or something.
I take I take a swig
It's
of my
not
flask, and then I will climb up and see what I see at the top of the ledge.
Yeah, let him go first.
Lemon juice too.
Let him go first, so that if it breaks, then we know.
I
And
hold,
we'll say
Bye,
with,
that-
dragon guy.
I hold with one hand and open up the flask and pour some down to your mouth if you open it.
Ah!
Ugh.
And
right!
I'll just say that that awesome dexterity check carries over, so you're able to sort of like tug on it and make sure that it's set and begin scaling it. And with a 24, yeah, you get to the top without issue. And when you peer over, you see that this cathedral, the far end of the cathedral, the heavy wooden doors are closed.
Mhm.
There doesn't seem to be any zombies in sight as you kind of peek over here, peek your head over the edge.
Hey, I think we're clear, my dudes. Do you want... Whoever's last, tie off the rope to your waistband so you can pull it up, and I will hop in.
Okay.
Who wants to go next?
All right.
I will go next.
Oh, okay.
So for everyone who's climbing, just give me that same like dexterity check to see. Well, I mean, make your own argument.
May I
would
metagame
use
a bit?
Really good, apparently.
athletics to pull myself up with my beefy muscles.
Yeah, I would allow athletics or acrobatics, whichever you choose.
19.
I'm super acrobatic, so I would like an 18, please.
Uh,
18,
Wow,
18.
Uverheim is more acrobatic than Slovak in this one situation because he don't got hooves. That's why.
16.
Try to
18.
climb with hooves. Ugh.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
were you using your toes to grab the rope?
who's
Yes.
using acrobatics and who's using athletics? Just let me know real quick.
I'm
Acrobatic.
using
I'm doing
athletics,
acrobatics.
and I have an 18 with athletics.
Yeah, so for everyone who is using acrobatics, we'll say, yeah, you guys kind of take that pose, where you're scaling the wall as you would, with your feet kind of flat against the stone surface, the exterior wall, and you very methodically and
I go up houses all the time.
Don't
What
forget
I
to
do is
tie
I-
it.
I don't even use the
Um,
rope. I back up, start doing cartwheels, and cartwheel up the wall.
Okay.
yeah, okay, yeah, yeah, you do.
Sure.
I mean, all of those rolls were high enough. We'll say that you
At least
succeeded
that's
in
what I
doing
tell
that.
people
Does he make it?
in
For
the
Pippi-
upcoming novel.
Yeah, was it 18, right? You roll 18, you make it. You flip through the window. Succeeded. And then for Pippi, you guys would all see her just like without using any legs. She just grips with both arms and like hand over fist, just pulls herself up this rope
In
with
heavy
what
armor.
looks like
Oh, wait,
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, but I
what
mean,
looks like
heavy for
sheer
her.
force of wheel. Of what? Yeah, heavy,
Heavy
for
armor
her.
for her. That's heavy for children.
Oh, do I need to roll
Alright,
for
let's-
Vidroth, or are we just letting him auto succeed since he's not here?
Yeah, we'll let him auto succeed. Everybody passed this with flying colors, no problems. And you guys, you all arrive with a thud. All of your feet hit the ground and sort of echoes off the inside of this, admittedly pretty sparse, like cathedral main area. And like I said, it's very, very tiny. Like this is maybe like a 3 pewer where it's just a few rows of seats and a little tiny pulpit at the very end where you guys are, and a pair of heavy doors on the opposite end. It's very, very sparse.
Man, I just imagined him, Phaedroth, popping into his genie bottle and then us just throwing the bottle.
That's hilarious.
Anyway,
Totally
sorry.
doable,
Put
totally
on your
possible.
belt.
I take the I assume whoever was last. I take the grappling hook. I
Yep.
untie it back and I say, "Hey, thanks." And I hand it over to Pippi. I
Thanks.
pulled away at the last second when she tries to grab it. And then I give it to her. Ooh. All right.
So yeah, you guys are in the inside
For those-
of a empty.
For those
like,
who are not able to see, Amanda just flipped me off. I
for
forgot
real?
people can't even
I
see
missed
you.
I did.
Wow.
I forgot people can't see you. So we're just laughing.
Oh yeah, she's a cartoon.
Man, yeah, you gotta like say that stuff out loud because I was all looking at my description and I missed it also. But yeah, you guys arrive on the inside of this kind of echoey, sparse chapel. What are you guys up to now?
Where will we go?
I sit in a pew and I
I
start
guess.
drinking. Feet up on the one in front of me.
Okay,
We gotta keep going.
having another swig.
We don't have time for drinks, my
Lead
friend.
the way.
So,
Lead the way. I'm
Can
right
I-
behind
Is there
you.
any torn stuff in here?
Yeah.
So give me a religion check as you kind of look around.
I don't know these religions.
Can we both? Because I was gonna ask.
Yeah, you can both look around.
Even
Is
though I
this something
suck at
Vidroth
religion.
is interested in? Is this his gig?
Probably not.
Okay, cool.
Ooh.
Glowbeck got a 21.
Nice.
Dirty 20.
he's so
Yeah.
religious.
I mean, and even
We're
if you're not
religious in this
super
moment.
religious, you guys both see. Oh yeah, we've
Looks
seen that
important.
symbol like 5 times on the way over here. It was on the bridge, and it was on the altar that we just cleared off a little bit ago. And yeah, sure enough, there is a gauntleted fist of Torm sitting right there on the cathedral wall behind you, like in between a few of these broken out stained glass panels.
Wow, that
Alright.
was easy. That guy must
Now
be
let's-
stupid.
Let's
I-
find his helmet.
Are there any little trapdoors or anything that goes
Wanna
anywhere
give me
else?
an investigation for trapdoors.
Sure do.
We're looking for his helmet, right?
Or do.
I'm looking. I can't
Yeah,
read
Helm
what
of
that
Thorn,
is.
Yeah.
I want the helm of helm.
I
I
want to
got
look
a
up
solid 8 for
8.
investigation.
Who? What can I
Should've let
tell you
me-
with an 8?
I don't know. You should have known
So
it then.
you look around and you see one of the like little shards of glass on the ground seems to have a helmet motif on it, but you're not really sure what to make of it.
I would like to look at the gauntlet.
I'll just pull up the little shard and be like, ooh, shiny, look at it.
The
I should-
religious symbol. I mean, if first you had pointed it out, you guys would have all seen it. It's like carved out of stone. It's clearly just a symbol that's kind of hung on the wall at the back of the chapel, like behind the pulpit, so that everybody who would be sitting in the pews would be able to see it if they were looking for it.
Well,
Cool.
let's find out where the shard came from.
Is there anything
Let's glue
behind
the
it?
puzzle back together. I love puzzles.
What to do
Are
where
you
I'm there?
trying to look behind it?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so this is pretty far up off the ground. You could like try to climb up towards it. This, like I said, this was situated between
Oh,
several
I
of those
see.
stained glass
It's like
panels, so it's
up
like 15
there.
feet up the ground. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Ow.
Then never mind.
Crap.
He doesn't care that much.
Vidroth would kind of see you looking at that, I think, and he would say, I can reach up magically with a spectral hand if you need a hand.
Do it.
Just
Okay,
offering,
do it.
Go
offering
ahead.
mage hand.
Sure. I have one too. I just didn't care that much.
Oh, fair enough. Cool. Your cat just popped out of nowhere. That was hilarious. It's like fading in
Come
and out
here.
of existence.
Come here.
Okay. I mean, then I only said that because I didn't know you had mage hand, so never mind.
No, I said do it.
He
Do
does
it.
it. He
Okay,
Ooh.
fine. Go ahead.
Okay. All right, man. It's chaotic tonight.
Someone do it.
Yeah, you cast Mage Hand, and this one's visible, so you guys all see a little like spectral, kind of brownish, translucent hand rise up and attempts to move this sigil, this stone sigil, and doesn't seem to be able to get it to budge.
Okay, we tried. Let's keep looking.
So Roshia and Klobeck would have been like, "Hey, look, there's a glass shard here."
Let's look at the glass shard over there.
Is that just scattered amongst lots of shards?
Yeah, this would be like a slightly larger sliver of glass. You know how when glass breaks, obviously there are itty bitty little tiny shards and a few big shards. This is like one of the bigger pieces of glass.
Obviously the window that was busted.
Yeah, you can see a lot of the same colors being used. You know, it's a lot of reds and yellows and greens, and it all seems to match. So you could assume, without too much investigation, too much detective work, that this is the glass from the windows.
Well, then.
Is there anywhere else around? Is the glass? So the glass was broken in, so something came in here.
Yeah, it was Dominic.
He
Dominic
broke
Why
the
did it
glass.
break
No, the glass was already broken in.
Just kidding. Wasn't.
So then maybe that guy came in here. We need to look around a little bit better or something.
Yeah,
Dominic-
someone help me
Go?
look
No
and
one
see if
else
there's
would
any.
know where to look.
Yes, help me see if there's any like little trapdoors or something. I can't freaking see.
Yeah,
Dominic will get up and go, all right, I'll help. And he will take his flask and dump it upside down, so it's just endlessly pouring whiskey. And he's just going to walk around the room and see if whiskey falls into any cracks and doesn't puddle in any sort of certain places.
Oh man, that's so good.
Tell me your secrets. Tell
I
me
know,
everything.
I wish take inspiration. That's what I'm going to give you,
My
because
first inspiration as a player ever.
that is such a clever use of that. I
So
want to
smart.
reward it, but
Thank
unfortunately, you don't find any trapdoors
What
through
are
that
you
method.
doing? You're so weird.
I don't know.
Why are you wasting whiskey?
I'm not wasting it. It's just glug, 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 glug. I'm not wasting it. You can't waste this. You want some?
That's pretty cool.
Yes, I do. And
Here
I
you
take a
go.
big-
Yeah. You get it's fully whiskey. You get as much as you want. You give it back. I drink more. And it's a small flask. It's not
And
huge.
here I tried to do the challenge,
Yup.
not realizing
No.
it was ended.
Is there anything on the walls? Is there anything with the pew? Or I mean the thing in front?
The pulpit.
Pulpit.
This is
thank
pretty
you.
simple wooden construction, and I'll just kind of save you guys the trouble. There's nothing remarkable about this cathedral in particular. There's no obvious trap doors. Like I said, as you
Sure.
guys pour whiskey and look all around.
Does it have a Declaration of Independence?
I mean,
Shall we
Nicolas
check the
Cage doesn't
backup?
seem to have left his signature anywhere here.
He would have alerted
so
us.
That's true.
I want to go
Is,
to
uh,
the. Go ahead.
Oh, I wanted to use my magic awareness as an action, which is location of spell or magic items within 60 feet that isn't behind total cover. And when you sense a spell, you learn the school that it belongs to.
All right. So I can tell you guys are kind of having a difficult time. So yes, your magic detection goes off, and it seems to be on a small parchment that's on a bookshelf nearby.
I go to that.
Okay. Yeah, it seems to be like a map of the graveyard, and on it is
crypt.
really cool looking rune on a different building farther into the graveyard, and it's so cool.
Guys,
go
we should
to-
probably keep looking around in here.
I go to the front door that leads into the graveyard, and I kind of want to peek through. Is there glass? Is it a solid wood? If it is solid, I want to creak it just a little bit and just see what's in the immediate 15, 20 feet if we were to go out this door.
Sure, yeah. Give me a quick stealth as you try to open the door quietly. These are two pretty heavy, wooden doors.
15 total.
Oh yeah, easily done. You very quietly. It seems that this was pretty well maintained before what befell the city. So the hinges don't squeak or anything like that. And you see, Yeah, kind of a similar sight to what you guys saw through the gate earlier. As you're maybe just 20 feet off from where you entered anyway, there are several groupings of skeletons and zombies that just sort of they seem to be like meandering in random directions. Like they don't seem to all be moving as a cohesive unit. They're all just kind of all just shuffling around.
I'll close the door gently and say,
Hold the door.
I think we can sneak out of here, but as soon as we do, we're gonna be in, I think we're gonna be chased or something. That paper says that there's an interesting building. Maybe we should just beeline it.
What if?
Yeah, left.
Can I want to try something. Sorry, I just walked up a whole bunch of stairs really fast to say all this because my headphones were cutting out. Does
Yeah,
anyone
go for
have
it.
fire? Or a way to make fire?
I can
Torches?
make a green flame blade.
Do I have?
We have torches.
What kind of fire? I can hit something with my warhammer with fire.
I want to light a arrow and shoot it and see if they're attracted to fire.
I can hit an arrow.
I take my hands and I create fire in my hands, but I use my minor illusion.
Oh.
Oh.
I was like, that's real good. I have a tinderbox, so yeah, I would. As
Wait,
she's
is
doing
she-
that and she's kind of messing around with the illusionary fire, I'll just grab a book off the shelf, take a couple pages, and then burn the pages with my tinderbox and just hold it out for you to light some arrows.
Thank you. I'm just gonna
You
light
like the
one
book.
regular arrow and shoot it to like the far left, however far I can shoot it, and try and light like a torso on fire or something.
Okay, so sure, we'll say that works. You're able to find like a little strip of cloth and light it on fire, and maybe get it attached to the arrow, no problems. And yeah, go ahead and give me an attack roll. You said you were trying to light a torso on fire.
No, it's just a body part that I
Sure,
saw
yeah.
like has some kind of fabric to light it.
So like along the
Uh.
fence, or hit one of the zombies, or what are you aiming for?
I'll
'Cause
do
there's a
along
lot
the
of
fence
torsos.
so it's more stationed, so it's not gonna like run around.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. You can peek out the door.
I'll
And the attack roll?
open the door for her, like so she can have her hands on her bow.
You release the arrow and it snuffs the fire.
Oh
Yeah.
That she
no!
Lisa it? Oh, that's not her. Just kidding.
No. 29 to hit the torso.
Oh yeah, you definitely find a torso that looks like it's covered in all sorts of like mucky fabric, and you nail it with this fire arrow. You won't even have to roll damage. It catches on fire, and you can see it's burning like pretty well. Maybe even better than you expected. It's maybe the skin is dried out. It's hard to posit really exactly what that means, but it seems to catch on fire awfully quickly, and a small torso-sized flame is successfully built along the fence line.
Do the zombies
Does it
react
seem
to it?
like any of them are going? Yeah. Sorry.
None of the zombies seem to turn or take notice, though you see as the fire continues to burn, like the torso that you hit with this fire arrow, like wriggles violently for a while before eventually becoming still.
Does it
I walk
catch
out.
any nearby ones on fire?
I walk
You
out.
walk out.
Yeah.
Sure. You walk out.
I look
Well,
at
No
the
reaction.
the most nearby zombie, try and catch its eye, and just see if it notices me and reacts in any way.
It
Not
does
make
not.
Cool. And I'll just peek my head and be like, I think we're good. Just be quiet. And I will
Right.
open the door fully
really
to
gonna be
kind of let
stealthy.
everyone see from inside.
Stealth. Stealth.
Yeah, so you
Um,
guys are gonna try to move quietly. I'll
Yeah.
say the building you saw that was so cool and is so neat is this one right here. And I'll draw out like a little gauntlet symbol on it. There you go. It's hard to see because it's kind of overlaid by the label Grand Cemetery, but there's a building at the center of the cemetery, and that would have been the one where you would have seen the small, like, glowing rune of Torm on the map.
Wow, what a very cool and neat little building.
Wondering?
We go that way.
Well, yep. I'm just gonna try and be as sneaky as possible.
Yeah, who's being sneaky and who's not being sneaky?
I am being.
I cast minor illusion to make it sound like Pippi farts.
Okay, all right. The sound of fart or the smell of fart?
The sound.
Dude, I just laugh.
Must be the whiskey. Must be
Must
bad.
be.
Give me those stealth rolls as you guys kind of move out
I'll
and
totally
towards
roll
the
stealth.
cemetery.
Hold it
proper.
in, Pippi.
I did not. I think Overheim's only ever stealth well one time.
I got a
Yeah,
9.
because you're a robot.
I got
Oh,
9.
no.
Vidroth. Vidroth got 13.
9, 13, 4.
22.
22.
Right? Yeah.
Kyle?
Yes, 22. He's shaking
Alright,
his head.
Amanda,
No,
what
I
was yours?
don't know what that means.
I'm not being sneaky.
Not being sneaky. And Amanda, being sneaky?
And 9. Yeah.
9. Okay. Yeah, so we'll say you guys move, and most of you are pretty convinced that, you're moving stealthily. Klobeck is putting on a very, convincing zombie pantomime, and you guys all kind of slowly make your way towards this building at the center of the cemetery. Despite a couple of zombies sort of occasionally shambling in your direction, you don't seem to have drawn any attention as you moved in this way. Let me just grab what's next. So as you guys approach, this building is an even larger structure. It is quite a bit longer, probably 3 or 4 times longer than the one that you just left. It similarly has what looks like used to be stained glass windows, but this is obviously not like a place of worship. There's not what seems to be a central hall. There's not like an area where, it would be like grand double doors, everybody come through here. This is pretty, very standard looking building in the sense that it's, not ostentatious is what I'm trying to say in too many words.
It's a crypt.
So you would see on the outside that there's definitely still religious symbols of Torm. I would say it's probably pretty reasonable to assume that this is a crypt.
It looks like a place where dead mammals go.
Well, let's go inside.
Yeah, maybe that
Yeah.
dude, that bird guy, is in there.
Yeah,
They're
or
probably
we'll add more dead
out.
mammals to it. Either way, it's
Oh,
it's good.
I'll also notice there's you guys noticed that there seems to be just a very small. You guys would be approaching this from the south, right? Because you guys came from down there.
Yeah.
You would notice then off to the left what seems to be what would be behind the intended front of this building. There seems to be another small building just behind there, along with a path that seems to lead back and behind this building.
Let's check out this side path first.
Okay, let's go.
Stealthy.
I'll
Yeah.
go and open the door in the side building.
Okay. Pull up side building. God, there's so much. There's so much here. I mean, no, there's not. It's totally safe.
Nailed it.
You guys, here, I'm actually just gonna put you on
Uh-oh.
a more
I'm
different
done
map.
drawing.
Uh-oh.
You're all
Oh my
done drawing because
God.
we're going here.
Guys,
We're all
I'm
gonna
doing
die.
that. It's fine.
Where?
And here is Klobeck. And here is
Klobeck?
Pull back.
Dominique.
This
And
is a
here-
Klobeck. He's a very nice
The very
seater.
bottom.
He's a very bottom boy, bottom
Yeah.
bitch, you may say.
Wow.
All I see is a bigger, blacker map.
He hasn't
Yep,
revealed
that's
us
alright.
yet.
I gotta give you guys a vision. So how many do I got? I'm missing a Vadroth. There you are, Vadroth. And I'm gonna give you control of that tonight. Alexander, control, save.
Vadroth decides to be in his bottle for the remainder of the night. Just kidding.
And then you get vision.
Why?
And
So that we die.
you get vision.
Oh, okay, cool. Cool.
And you get vision. And you get vision. You guys
I get
able
a
to see
lot of
anything
vision.
Yet?
It's still
I see
black.
myself.
Oh, okay. Maybe I need
can
to
see-
do a little doot.
I can see the icons.
Doot.
That didn't
Doot,
change
doot.
anything. You moving them.
Didn't change anything. Shit.
I can
wiggle
see
me
them
around.
move, but it's still
Yeah, I
completely
can see
black.
Tippy. That's it.
Oh, I know what it is. Okay, so.
I
Yeah,
know. I'll
forgot
give me
that
a
this is-
torch.
This is not nighttime mode. This is daytime mode. Daylight
It's
mode.
for good.
There you go.
Oh God!
Oh
So
no,
bright.
it's a hideous. Oh, never mind.
Is this the small
So,
building?
That would be the small building. So go ahead and move yourselves over there as you please.
We are Japanese, if you please.
Yeah.
There's a purple pond.
Yeah, you would see a little bit of a purpley crater over there if anybody's interested. Let me
Super
get to
interested. Why is it purple?
This. Great question.
We should like. By the way, I like these walls. We should like. Was it actually purple colored?
Yeah, I colored that in.
No, but I mean, is it actually purple colored? Like, does it look purple?
Yeah, you
Yes.
guys would see a bit of purpley mist like floating out of that crater. And
Oh
I'm just
my
making
God.
sure I'm not spoiling anything here.
We're gonna die.
Magic. It's
All right,
magic.
cool. I'm prepared, I swear. All right, yeah, you guys open the door, and on the inside is a pretty sparse room. This is a pretty simple, 4 walls, square building. You guys see that it's devoid of any occupants, but you see a simple bed, has what seems like a simple desk, though this one is kind of like split in half down the middle, like if it were 2 sets of drawers with the desktop across the top. It's been split at the desktop and is currently laying on its side. There's a dresser, what looks like an armoire. There's a very austere table in there with a pair of chairs and what looks like some old rotted food left on a plate at the center of this room.
Hey,
Hey, look,
Dominic,
it's
you
food
said you're
for you.
hungry, right? You wanted some food?
I was about to say I walk over to the food and see how rotted.
This food is like very rotted. What doesn't already have like white mold on it has kind of been eaten away by maggots, and then those maggots have all since then died or flown away.
Okay.
So
I
it's
pick up the
pretty-
plate
pretty
and
old.
I pick up the plate and I rotate it, and I just throw it against the wall and go, fuck! Really pissed about it.
When you throw it
You-
against the wall, some of the plate shards like fall onto this broken desk, and from there you can see there's what looks like a pretty large tome, kind of fallen halfway off the back of the desk, and
Ugh.
come to rest in some of this debris.
I go and I pick it up and I turn back towards the group and books. Who wants this? And I throw it to Verheim. Before
I-
anyone answers.
Oh,
I hand him a ration. Are you just hungry? Here.
Oh, I like
More
walk
like
over like a
angry.
zombie. Yes, please. And I'll spend the rest of the time here eating.
Hey, you
we
gonna
go.
eat all that?
Yeah, fuck off.
Clawback just a little meat.
I
Great.
step
Okay,
away from
so
Quebec.
Ibrahim, you see this interaction of
Nope.
food and withholding. It's like Klobeck's like a little dog, like seeing how many scraps he can grab. But Ibrahim, you're handed a tome In case you missed it, that Dominic just found.
I will look into the tome.
Okay. It's pretty complicated. This seems to be like, as you turn through a few of the pages, this seems to be like a historical account. This is somebody's, almost seems like their journal. Although it has like business markings and stuff in here, it all seems to be signed though, whether it's what's that piece of paper, an invoice, or a journal of what happened that day. All of the entries seem to be signed by a Gideon Lightward. And-
Some Gideon Lightward guy wrote this. This is
We
the
know
kind
that
of thing
name.
Hawks would like.
I feel like we do know that name.
Yeah.
He's the
And I started
fucker who
thinking
caused
about-
all this, isn't he?
Why do I
He's
know
a
he knew
leader-
his name?
Well, can I say,
Leader
even though it's
Volar?
Vox who has info,
Yeah, sure.
it's
I mean,
the
this would be
leader
pretty
of the,
common knowledge.
leader of the Hell Riders.
Oh. The
Super, super true.
Hellrider guy wrote this.
Which
And I'll
would be
say
Pippi's
that-
boss, right? Like ultimate boss?
No, we're in the Flaming Fist.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Oh yeah, she's a fist.
This
What's
is
her
a
face? Is the Hell
pretty
Rider.
thick tome, and one thing that I think I forgot to
Where
mention
is
here
Rhea?
is that she would have stayed behind in the crypt when you guys left. She was more
Okay.
focused on like also holding the bulwark, making sure that these people of El Terrell are safe. So she would have stayed behind as you guys left out to this area.
Oh no, we're down
That's
a person.
sad.
One of our tankiest
Doomed.
persons.
In any case, this book is so significant and so thick. If you wanted to read through all of it, it'd probably take like several minutes. Like to be thorough, maybe even like 10 minutes.
Probably
That
read
sounds
the
like a
first couple,
children's book.
like skim the first few pages and be like, I'm bored, and like set it down.
Sure.
Is Vidroth a
Well,
booky
I want to
person?
know.
Oh, there you go. You
Um,
go for it.
sure.
We'll let Vidroth figure that out.
So you're going to
Um,
spend probably the next 10 minutes like poring over this tome, or what are you trying
Oh
to
yeah.
discover?
If we're trying to discover stuff, we need to inspect the things that are from the higher ups. I mean, I don't understand why we wouldn't.
Okay.
I just want to go
This is
kill
why we need Vox,
something.
guys. Like, he would be all about this damn book. Where is
Mm.
Vox?
We need
Hey,
to
Uberheim,
take the
you could just
shield to the
piggyback me.
lady.
I think you left him
Oh my
halfway slumped over a table back in the crypt,
Okay.
like with some other random lady.
If someone wants to piggyback me, I could just read while you walk. I'm pretty light. Or you can wait 10 minutes and I can read this.
How about you read me here? We go check out that purple lake. Am I right? I head outside.
Yeah. Wait, no, we
Uh,
shouldn't split. No,
No.
no,
We
wait,
don't
wait,
wanna
come
split.
back.
Okay.
But let's
Oh, wait.
keep looking in
That's
this
how we
room.
lost
maybe,
Vox, actually.
Who's Vox?
Maybe the best guy ever. He's my best friend.
Oh,
Dead.
He's a fish
it
mammal.
makes sense.
He's not fully dead.
Yet.
Rosha just gets like irritated.
Getting like
Still,
Princess
Neither of those
Bride
guys on the
vibes.
fence.
He's not
Yep.
all the way dead. He's just
he's
mostly
not all
dead.
the way dead. Yeah.
He'll
Mostly
be
isn't
better.
dead.
We just have to bring this shield to the lady.
That's
He
right.
just needs a long rest.
All right, so who's doing what? We got Roshia who wants to read a book, and who's doing what?
I would say yes, read the book. Let's look around to see if there's anything else in this room, in this area. Let's tear this fucker apart.
I'm gonna read it out loud just to annoy everyone, but so
agree.
everyone also gets the information.
I go outside and keep watch because I'm not staying for that shit.
I don't want anybody else to know this, but I'm gonna pay good, careful attention to this book.
Okay, so
I
Roshia is
used to
reading
read
out
Quebec
loud. It's like
as we grew
we
up.
got corner book time at the kindergarten, and Dominic is waiting outside. How about you, Overheim? What are you up to?
Just
And
poke
Pippi?
around the room.
Poke around the room. Okay. And Pippi?
I'm gonna
Maybe there's a
listen,
mat-
but I am searching for other tips and helpful things.
Very, very good. So, for
Vedroth,
people
use
who
your
are
elfy
trying
eyes.
to. What's Vedroth doing?
Use his elfy eyes to look around.
I have healthy eyes.
You don't have elf eyes like we do.
No, I have healthy eyes.
I don't know if they're
Okay.
healthy.
So we'll have Vadroth, Pippi, and Uberheim give me an investigation check, and we'll say that you guys like thoroughly tossed this room.
Wasn't
Ooh.
there a another magic item that we did not identify?
18.
Do we identify both items? We got
thought there
what,
was just one thing.
bracers? We got bracers of
Oh.
defense and something else, right? Oh, the gem, the elemental gem. Never mind. Okay,
Mhm.
He's got a Earth Elemental.
that's right. Okay.
Yeah.
You said what kind of check? I'm so sorry.
For people who are turning the room, give me investigation,
You
and
said
we'll say that
Vidroth,
this.
right?
For
Yeah,
Vidroth.
Vadroth. And then we'll say that you guys. It was a 20.
Natural 20, yes, with a plus 0.
Oh, sick. That's actually awesome. Okay.
That's so great because I got 7 minus 1, so a 6.
Woof.
18 and a nat 20 though.
Super, super good. We'll say you guys spend those 10 minutes that Roshia is kind of reading out loud, then you're turning the room. You guys don't find very many interesting things. Like, there are a few more books on the bookshelf, and it seems to be like treatise on wartime strategy, squad movements. There's a few books on a few of the different religions, like cults dedicated to Helm, Torm, Tyr. Uberheim, you would break open one of the drawers to the desk, and you would even find several of these holy symbols. There are necklaces to each of Lathander, Torm, Helm, and Tyr in this desk drawer. So
All of them.
collectively, that's what you guys find. Roshia, as you spend these 10 minutes sort of reading out loud, like I said, the first half of the book is pretty dry. It's journal entries. It's a record of who did what sort of training and where military.
Why does he have to
supplies and
list
things are
when
moving
the peas all the time? God, I don't care
Yeah.
about your pea
The
schedule.
bowel movement was very regular today. But towards the back end of this book, you notice that the writing sort of changes style a little bit. It almost becomes more like flow of thought, you notice that he mentions demons several times. Even as you check the dates of these journal entries. It seems to be that he writes about demons an awful lot. It says that if anybody ever reads this, you should be ever vigilant against demon incursions, and even goes into pretty good detail about what formation your squad should take if a demon portal ever opens nearby.
This is all
Gonna take
demons,
that
not
into-
devil, right?
But there's demons and
Yes,
devils
these are-
here.
There have been both, and you would know that the two sides are fighting each other. Demons are the more chaotic, kill everything. Devils are the more I want to control. And they're currently at war with each other here, yes.
Was this dated before they fell?
Yes, this was all dated before Elturel was taken down to the Nine Hells.
So maybe he knew. It doesn't say he saw any, right? It was just mentioning them.
Yeah, you notice though, that's what I was saying, is that you notice that they seem to come up more and more as you get through the back 3/4 of this book. You see that it talks about demons an awful lot. And even in that last quarter of the book, as you kind of get towards the end in these final minutes of reading, you notice that the tone of his journal entries seems to shift even, and it starts going into all sorts of elaborate things about the devils have stood so stoically against the unending demonic tide. It's so great that the devils have been able to hold them back, or the entire multiverse would be doomed. Why isn't Helm and Torm and Tyr and Lathander or any of their angelic servitors helping out? Why
Traitor.
are the forces
Yeah.
of so-called good not protecting us from this demon threat?
Traitor.
Wow.
And at the very end, it goes into excruciating detail, several pages, and all of them seem to be praising Zariel for her efforts to end the demonic incursion.
told you the salt was his fault.
Oh, how did I know you was gonna be with those? Oh, traitor ass bitch.
As you get to the final few pages, you see that the ink that he used starts to like go from what you would expect your usual black to all of a sudden like the ink he uses turns red, and a few pages later the script all is written in Infernal. I mean, which is all things you would understand, but that passage about praising Zariel is all written in this sort of red ink. Hard to identify what it is specifically, though clearly distinct.
Beck.
And it's all written in Infernal.
Blood.
Like this.
As you stand up and like offer the book to him to lick, give me a wisdom saving throw.
All right. Let me pull up my shit. Is this a magic? Oh, can't put me to sleep. Is it a charmed effect though?
What are you resistant to or immune to?
I have advantage against being charmed and magic putting me to sleep.
Okay, you
Can't
do not
put
have
me to sleep,
advantage.
technically. Okay, that's all. I was trying to see if it was like a charmed effect. Okay. Wait, so what am I? Wisdom. 14.
14. Yeah, with the 14, as you stand up to like hand him this book, you are like kind of overwhelmed with this sense of like, yeah, you know what? Yeah, fuck demons. Demons are like seriously the worst. They're total shit. Like they need to be eradicated.
I mean, he's not wrong. They seem to be like the shittier of the two. Just like in any election. Maybe we should just pick one.
Solid. I love it. Tight. Okay. And
No one says shit.
I'm not in
No
there.
one tries to be like, what the fuck, Roshia? Nothing.
We didn't read the book. We just heard you say that out loud.
I read the
too
book
busy.
out loud to
Yeah,
you.
read the book out
Amanda's
loud.
too busy
Like-
playing solitaire. I see what you're doing in your glasses. Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, shit!
Damn.
I
Playing
do.
two
Called
games at
out.
once.
No,
I have
do.
to
That's how
fidget.
I focus. I
Yeah,
can flip
I have a
better.
fidget spinner.
I understand.
I have
I'm 100% guilty of that myself. Everybody knows when
But
I
I
play
only
board
do
games, I also have to play
solitaire.
games on my phone.
It's because it's only solitaire.
I
doesn't take
doodle
any
and I
power.
fidget spin, so I get it.
It was just funny because I could see in your glasses.
You can totally see my glasses.
I give 100% of my what?
You are biggest
Attention.
Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, you guys all, like I said, you turn over the room, you read the book for those 10 minutes. So you guys have been in this area for about that long. Everybody finds what they were looking for, including Dominic, since you sent me that you do.
I want to take the squad, whatever the book you said that was like squad formations and shit like that.
Mhm.
Since I'm learning to be a fighter with Rayamorn, I want to take those.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, they're yours for the taking. So go ahead and add a few strategic fighting books to your inventory if you like, if you want to keep track of those. It's dry reading, it's like Sun Tzu's Art
Oh,
of
yeah.
Warfare, but I mean, valuable if you're trying to learn that stuff.
I am keeping that
otherwise-
book that I just read as well.
I
You
don't
guys
know if
feel-
like I don't know if like demons are better than devils necessarily. Devils think a lot, and that's not like necessarily a good thing. You should just do things. Sometimes like they can control things and do bad things more
That's
than
true.
just random chaos.
Yeah, the demons are the one that's freaking brought everything down here, though.
No, it was the devils. It was the
Yeah,
contract.
that's
Devils?
the devils.
I thought the demon made the contract.
No.
No, demons don't do contracts. Demons just kill
Destroy.
wantonly.
I
Wonton
mixed
rappers.
them up. I mixed
Wonton
the two up.
destruction.
Shit.
Yeah, if you just want to keep if if it helps for a mnemonic device, devils always want to like possess. Demons will just eviscerate you. They'll just kill.
Oh.
They're not interested in making a deal. So if you ever have a choice of facing one or the other, maybe the devils is a better choice because there's a chance.
That's true.
Devils
Yeah,
will
so why
deal,
are you-
demons destroy.
So why are you saying that demons are better than devils?
I don't
You got
know.
that
His book
backwards.
just seems to make more sense.
Oh, she's
Wait.
saying that devils are better than demons?
That demons are fucking assholes and they should be
Yeah.
eradicated.
Oh, I see.
Demon
I'm like
are-
over-
Both be eradicated.
I'm over at one of the desks, like picking up like random pieces of paper and just picking up like knickknacks off the desk and stuff. Be like, yeah, I mean, yeah, they suck for sure. I mean, whatever. Can we go?
Roshia, when they all respond to you, like, yeah, I guess they're pretty much assholes. Like, yeah, they suck. Like, no, you feel annoyed. Like, there's a particular, like, red hot point in your mind where you're like, no, I mean it. Fuck demons.
I mean, I don't know if I would want to fuck them.
I'm just pretty
That'd be
sure
fun.
that maybe we should just
All is ugly.
take a side in this war.
Their response
I
is not
mean-
intense enough for how much you feel that emotion.
Yeah, and
Like-
you just see her getting really like Charlie Sheen, like fucking flipping my lid, and just be like, no, I don't think you guys understand.
Okay, well,
I'm
when
pretty
we see
sure
a
he's onto
demon,
something here.
then we'll kill him. When we see him, we'll kill him. Dunsies.
Why don't we just kill both? Let's just kill them both if we
Huh?
But,
I don't like to
Roshia
talk
is
politics.
normally like pretty cool-headed. Like, why is this? Why?
They're probably the
Why
ones that are gonna get us
so
out of this.
hostile about
Can you
this?
tell me what this book tastes like already?
Oh yeah, he did like.
Oh, did you lick it? Sure. You would recognize this from having in your mouth over various fights, and even I'm sure you've stuck your tongue in this since Baldur's Gate. This is like dried blood. It tastes a bit metallic.
Lick all the blood off. Just kidding.
Got my red wings.
All right.
Yep.
Well,
that's your red wings. Just a mosquito.
I look over at the elephant and I'm like, is something different with her?
No, she's just kind of happily like chugging along. She occasionally will stretch
No,
her
is something
wings,
different with Roshia? I'm asking the elephant if something's different with her friend.
and she's just kind of chugging along, stretching her wings, and
all right.
Like,
Well, you guys
she's
would
She's
have.
pretty par for the
you
course.
basically get a shrug. Like if you could imagine what a telepathic shrug looks like. Yeah.
All right, let's go.
You
I'm
go see what
bored.
this purple thing is out here. I was looking at it while you guys were nerding out.
Yeah,
Sure.
nobody cares, Roshia. Let's go.
Oh, you guys will believe me in time.
Sure, that's not weird.
Do you do
That
maybe
was
some?
weird.
Yeah.
Let's go.
That's not ominous. Sure.
Okay.
So yeah, you guys all kind of leave that room then, and you wander around to the outside over to that sort of purplish pit. Is that right?
Yeah, I'll get like right up
Yeah.
to it, and if nothing happens immediately,
Mhm.
I will take out a
Bio.
a torch, and I will throw a torch in and just see what happens to it.
Okay. As you are sort of like studying how this mist reacts to you throwing a torch in, yeah, give me an investigation check to sort
It's
of
a-
see like how well do you understand the results of what this does.
It's a mist. It's not a pool of water.
This is not a pool of water. This is like a thick fog that seems to have settled in this pit. And so there's a little bit of like the lighter wisps of fog that kind of wisp off the top, but otherwise, yeah, it's pretty thick fog. So as you drop that torch in there, you see it disappear beneath the mist. And while it glows for a second as you see it begin to fall, you eventually lose sight of the light. And you're not
Oh,
even
shoot.
sure how deep this is.
Hey Dom, what's it taste like?
Huh? I don't know. Fucking taste it. Are you crazy? And I take a swig of my flask. While you taste it. Here,
Pussy.
I'll hold your hand, and you lean in and get a big old mouthful.
Okay.
I hold his hand and lean him into the pit.
So give me
I do a
both
couple-
of you an athletics check.
I do a couple fake outs where I'm like, "Oh, I'm gonna drop you."
Can't I be an acrobat?
In this case,
And
no.
my
It's going
argument
to be.
is that I'm better at acrobats.
I believe you that it is, but this is to maintain your like grip because he's holding you as you get leaned over, right?
Mine only an
21.
18.
Hey.
Okay, 21. Yeah, you guys both hold on to each other really like
Really
firmly.
tightly.
like brotherly,
Yeah.
wrist over wrist, gripping forearms. You guys are secured.
Do you work out, bro?
He's holding my waist.
Yeah, he's holding your waist.
And I'm like counterbalancing it, so my hips are like really far
I'm
forward and
flying,
leaning way
Jack.
back.
I'm flying.
And I'm holding on by like, I've got my leg out between his legs and like hooked up and underneath to hold on.
Yeah.
So as
my
you
tail is
get
curled around
leaned
his
in
ankle.
towards this mist, and with all of this cool like Kama Sutra moves that you guys are doing,
That's the most important part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
the Klobek, you take 12 necrotic damage.
Oh, there
this
it is.
mist sort of like seems to eat away, even at a distance. You haven't even touched this mist yet, but enough of this wispiness comes off the top that you feel like this sort of sickening rot settle on the edge of your. I guess I shouldn't use the word rot lightly. You feel yeah, it's necrotic energy. You feel magically affected and in the damaging way.
I would attempt to uncanny dodge this. Oh no, that's
Sure.
when I'm hit with an attack. I'm not hit with an
Nope.
attack.
You are not dodging the 12 necrotic damage.
You got attacked by the
Applicable to you
darkness.
Pull me out! Pull me out!
I pull him back really hard and I trip over his feet that are wrapped around my tail and I fall back and he falls just an inch away from my face.
So as
That was a good
you
pull-out
pull
game, bro.
him
Get off, bro!
You saved me.
Klobek, give me a dexterity saving throw.
Uh-oh.
Oh, fucking goddamn it.
We're gonna
Is
die.
it a spell or other magical effect?
It is not.
Okay, 9.
9. Oh my god. Okay, so this rolled an 8. You would see a sort of blackened skeletal hand reach up out of the mist and attempt to grab you as you're being pulled away.
I tried to grab my
attempt.
cockles.
He tried to grab your cockles, but as he misses, you see this sort of blackened bone-like hand sink back beneath this purple mist, and out of the surface of the mist, you see what looks like this. It maybe was silver at some point, but now it's oxidized again to the point of being black. The tips of a crown, and then
Gosh.
eventually a top of a head, and then eventually the eye sockets. I need you guys all to roll initiative as
No,
this
I don't
undead
want
creature
to. I don't want
raises
to.
out of the pit.
Dude,
5,
that
'cause
is
I
so
never rolled good
cool.
initiative.
Is
That
this
is
Leoric?
I
Can-
totally would have chill touched that thing as soon as I saw it.
Yeah,
But I also
you wanna
apparently
chill?
have really bad.
Let's chill touch.
I may say that you do that depending on what you roll. So give me a
Ah.
little bit
Real
of a second
bad.
to
I
get
have
my
a 5.
stuff
Oh,
up
no.
here.
I always roll really bad initiative.
Oh shit! I need to redo this because this is not a Voxamillion. So
Ooh,
this
at least
is
my-
a.
Fucking-
It's an
well,
undead
okay.
Voxamillion? Just kidding.
I just need to set it back to Descent into Avernus so it updates the character sheets. Good save. Good run. All right,
Avernus.
Klobek,
23.
23. Pippi,
16.
16.
Sure.
Roshia,
27.
27. Hot damn. Uberheim.
Bump.
Huh?
5.
5? Okay.
Yeah.
Probably not gonna
Chill
get the
touch,
drop
yeah.
on that chill touch. Vedroth,
22,
22. Hot rolls. Dominic,
a 9.
9. And then he rolled also very well. Klebek, what's your dexterity score, please?
20.
Okay, so you are going to go in initiative before him. All right, so first up is going to be Roshia, followed by Klebek.
Lord Jesus fucking Christ. What the fuck is that?
Yeah, I suppose one other thing you would see, since I said you guys saw the eye sockets, right, is you would see two, little yellowish points of light burst in this thing's eye sockets as it seems to, like, manifest spectral eyes, and it makes contact directly with Klobek.
I don't
Cool.
see. Is there something on the map?
Oh, yeah, let me go ahead and unhide him, because he's not
Oh.
hidden anymore.
Was there something
Oh.
posted somewhere? I didn't see it.
I thought he was just in the.
Um,
Not yet.
Oh, hey, and I need to move your guys' tokens because you were all like more like this.
I was a little
Like
closer.
this.
Yeah.
And then he pops out and he is there. So let me grab the art for him real quick. I'll post it in the chat channel. He is this guy.
Ooh.
Neat.
Let's see. Nice. Would he, to me, out of all the other things that I've hit, appear to be a demon or a devil? One or the
This-
other?
Does not seem like any demon or devil you have fought yet.
We might want that crown though, everybody, and fuck. Well, he's floating, at least as of right now, right?
He's
Floating?
like, yeah, neck high. His shoulders are about to appear above the top of this like purplish fog.
I'm gonna do 3 to the head and see if I can knock the crown off.
Sure. Go ahead and make those attacks.
With my Dread Ambusher. I have to remember.
Do you remember?
September.
was
I'll
just
do.
the other day.
I know.
Almost a week ago. Bit late.
Shh. The other day.
I'll do favored foe as well.
Okay.
So.
You're my
Push,
favorite
just give it.
foe.
You're my favorite foe. Just whisper that every time. every time.
Makes it easier for you to hit them. You're my favorite.
I love shooting you the most.
But I have to hit him first, but then I will be using favorite foe. I'm hoping I hit him. Deal damage hit including. Yeah, by 1d4 extra. Okay, that's what I thought. I was just making sure I remembered what the frickety frack it did.
Rickety frack.
Frickin' fracker.
Does a 17 hit him?
17 hits.
Oh my god, I thought it was gonna be way lower. So that's my first hit, so it gets the favored foe. It's 7, 8. 13, and I'm trying a regular first. FYI.
First arrow. Yeah, you see it like make contact with something of substance, but it passes most of the way straight through. You can tell you've done some damage, though not as much as you'd hoped.
Alright, switching to a silver.
How much was that again? Sorry, I was caught up in the moment.
13.
13. Very good.
And I'm going for the eyeballs. But I'm, just trying to rattle his head off his neck pretty much.
And again, I'll say that you can tell it made contact, but your arrow is currently on the opposite side of the pit. So yeah, it's just kind of a bit incorporeal.
I'm gonna see just to see if it makes any difference. So I'm gonna try a silver.
Okay.
And if it doesn't, then it doesn't. But I'm gonna try. Does not hit. I'm assuming a 12 does not hit.
12 unfortunately does not hit.
Alright, I got one more. Holy shit, that was flung out of my dice tower. Does the 18 hit?
18 hits.
Yeah, 18.
And I assume since you made the note, you're attacking with a silver arrow this time?
Yep.
Okay.
Plus 9. 14 damage on that one.
14 damage. Yeah, you see this silver arrow where your other one like pierced all the way through. This one seems to like stick. This one seems to almost seems like it pierced the physical body, and though you can still see all the way through his shoulder to the point where you can see where the tip of this arrow is, it is stuck fast in his shoulder. And you got exactly the amount of damage you intended to.
Cool. I'll
Good
just
job, Rashia.
yell that out. The silver seems to work a lot better. That's it. That's all I can do.
One thing I will say though is that because you can see the tip of your silver arrow, one thing you notice is that it begins to corrode. Like the silver crown on his head, the silver arrow begins to like get little bits of creeping black along its edges.
Because of magic.
Okie dokie,
Anything
artichoke.
else for you?
That's just literally all I can do. I've done all of it.
All right. Next up then is Klobuck, followed by this gentleman, and it'll be Vadroth.
Oh, okay. I can't add it up now anyways. I could have re-rolled one of my damage dice. Little bitches.
So
Oh, well.
with him kind of down in the pit, do I feel like I'm sure-footed enough, or like to like lean down in there and poke him in the head?
Yeah,
Kinda,
you
like
could
jab
definitely do
straight
that.
down into his head without slipping.
Especially now that you can see that there's something present and you're kind of cursorily aware of where the edge of the pit is, I'd say you can steel yourself well enough to do that without risk.
All right, I'm gonna say, "Stop looking at me," and pull out a short sword, stabby style,
Okay.
down onto his head,
Yeah.
down low. And I'm
Down
going
low.
to do that with a booming blade. Now, what I don't know, booming blade says that on a hit, the target suffers the weapon attacks normal effects and then does the booming stuff. So I assume that the weapon attack itself is not going to count as a magic attack using this spell.
Very true. Yep, it would be a normal slashing in this case, and then thunder damage on top of that.
Okay, here we go. That's not great to hit. 16 to hit.
16 hits,
Ah, sweet. So great to hit.
Nice.
and it's so good to do it.
And he's next to my ally, so I sneak attack him,
Me?
and I
Your
boom
ally?
blade him.
I'm
Well,
an
he's at
ally?
least next to an enemy of his.
More importantly, yeah,
Dang.
he's
Damn.
That's rough.
So
I unwrap my tail from your ankle.
the
We ain't friends no more.
well.
the piercing damage is 17,
Okay,
and
and as you suspected, it would have been less than you thought.
max damage 8 on thunder.
Nice.
All right. And as your thunder damage erupts, you see that this like reverberating field you're so used to putting up, like slowly is drawn into this creature, and the thunder effect seems considerably weakened.
Oh, fuck.
Uh-oh.
That's not good.
No.
I don't me gusta.
If, okay, passing off like a weapon is a full action or a bonus action.
So yeah, to like hand a weapon to someone else, I would say is an action. Like if you were gonna feed somebody a potion, that would be an action.
Okay. Cool.
I'm going to cunning action, disengage, and say, "Run away!"
Super runaway.
I'll just yell out, I have a spear, if anyone wants to actually grab it off me. But I will try and hand it to someone next turn anyways.
Boom! I ran to her.
Yep, you do that. You run to her.
Run to
And
me!
that
You
for
go
ya.
spear him. Completely misunderstanding what she meant.
You
That's
good?
my
You good?
turn.
Okay. This person of some description
Spoopy ghost.
is very
Is he
spoopy
spitting?
man.
The king of
He's
spooky
He's
ghosts.
going to, without even getting all the way up and out of the ground, like from the chest cavity down, you can see now the like skeletal rib cage, but
Mhm.
his hips still beneath ground. He passes through this space and then again farther to the other side of you guys.
I need to interrupt
and-
you then.
Mhm.
Because
Boom.
he will take booming damage.
Very good.
Boom.
2d8.
He's like a ghost with half his body in the ground.
Yeah, so you can see his legs and things are like still halfway projected into the dirt
Oh.
as he moves into this area.
And he
Six
can pass through
explosive
us like that?
thunder
Is it because
damage.
he passes? He's like misty.
He's probably
He's a ghost.
incorporeal. Yeah.
60 or 6?
Yeah, 6.
6. And again, you see this eruption, what you would expect to be a lot of damage, like
More like
barely
3.
reverberates, and he absorbs half of everything that detonates when it goes off.
I don't like the sound absorb, or the sound of the word absorb.
Yeah, if you can imagine it, like you would expect the energy to be exploding outward, right? But it seems to be like severely dampened and almost suppressed. But
no
as he
boy,
moves
no.
that space,
Do they have
he's
any
going
emotions on his
to.
face?
I mean, he's got no lips, he ain't got no cheeks or eyebrows, so he's got a big old grin on his face, and he says, but as he passes through your guys' spaces, he's going to reach out and touch Dominic.
And your second character dies. Just kidding.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Dead.
That's a natural 20, so that hits.
Oh, fuck, I'm just kidding. I'm just
God.
kidding.
Uh,
Kill me,
Uh,
daddy.
Damage.
I'll say it again. Kill me, daddy. So I said last time, and
Okay.
you did.
I'm sorry. I don't intend to roll these 20s. I don't. Please take.
Oh, you said please. Okay.
Pretty please
Yeah, that was
take
nice.
40 necrotic damage.
40
40?
0.
0.
Cool.
Lord Jesus.
Or
I like
And-
to point out that Vadroth has 41 total health, but go ahead.
he
Yes.
almost burns to dead.
He has 39.
Different character, but all right, go ahead. Go ahead.
So are you
Ah!
Yeah, I'm still up. I'm good.
okay? Give me a Constitution
help.
saving throw.
Sorry.
And now
Natural
you're-
20. Plus
Oh.
Natural 20. Okay,
Yes.
great. Okay, great. Very, very good. La la la. That's good.
Coming for you.
That's really good. That's super good, actually, because that would have been really, really bad.
Yeah, sounds
Um,
like it.
Cool. So nothing happens to you, and
Cool,
that'll
cool.
be the end of his turn.
Fun. I'm having
Oh.
so much fun.
This is not good,
when
guys.
he passes this hand through your body, though, you can almost feel as if like your soul was gripped in that moment. Like
Yeah.
you felt like you were being pulled away.
I just, dude! Ah!
So next up would be Vadroth, followed by Pippi.
Vadroth is going to retreat 30 feet. He's going to bonus action mark Hex, and he's going to shoot 2 Eldritch Blast at this bro.
Blast him.
16 plus 7 and 11 plus 7, so it's an 18. Both those hit.
That hits.
Okay, so it's a 2d10. Where are my 10s? Here's a 10, here's a 10. Plus Hex, I think, is just a 6. Is that right? Yeah, d6, so 2d6.
Yep.
So let's see. He got plus 4, so it's 10, 16, 17, 21, 25 force damage. I'm sorry. So some of that's force, some of that is necrotic. Do you need the necrotic or the force separately?
I'm sorry. Give me one moment. I think I did my math wrong. No, I didn't. No. I didn't? 5?
did it.
What's... Hold, somebody check my math real quick. What
Yeah,
is
5.
5 plus 1?
6.
Yes, good. Plus 8
14.
14.
plus 5.
19.
19.
Okay,
Times 2
and
is
then
38.
19 is 38. Okay, so 41 necrotic damage. It
Okay,
is
so just one more.
48 plus 3. Yeah, so you would be taking 41 instead of 40. I miscalculated that.
Did you say
Thank God
40?
that wasn't Vadroth.
Did you say 48 instead of 40? Or 41?
No, 41.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool, cool, cool.
I just added a plus 2 instead of a plus 3.
Understood. So he does force damage and necrotic. Do you need those separately?
I do.
Okay, so he does 10, 18 force
Okay.
and 7 necrotic.
So with each 18 force, you said?
18 force, 7 necrotic.
With each of the impacts of the Eldritch Blast, you can see this like sort of wispy incorporeal body get pushed and blown away. But as the dark energy erupts and the shadows reach out to cause the extra damage, nothing happens whatsoever.
Okay. But that will be his turn. He retreated, and bonus action and action. He's good.
Very, very good. All right, next up then is Pippi, followed by Dominic.
I'm going to move right here,
Good, good, good.
and I'm going to try to attack. I guess I should also rage. All right, so I bonus action raged, and then I'm going to attack. Let me see my rage. I rolled a 1. So that is shadowy tendrils lash around you, each creature of your choice, which will be Spoopty Booch.
Uh-huh.
Um,
Boopty Booch. I like that.
con
Mhm,
save for me.
And what sort of effect would this have if he fails the con save?
A necrotic damage.
Okay. What's con save? Oh, just any old con save.
Yep,
Cool.
a con save, and I believe.
He rolled a natural 1 for a 4.
Oh yay! So you fail. Okay, so that's gonna be. All right, so
Knock,
that
knock.
is 6 necrotic damage.
Mhm.
And then it also says that you also gain 1d12 of temporary hit points. So do I get that same number or do I re-roll?
You get 1d12 of temporary hit points. That's what
Okay,
it
so
says.
I roll once for the necrotic damage and then once for my hit point.
If it says you get 1d12 damage and then 1d12 hit points, then you roll them separately.
Yep.
Cool.
Otherwise,
I
it would
rolled
say
math.
that you
I
the
got
same
a
amount.
12.
Oh,
Nice.
damn.
Dang.
Super sick. Which
All
is good that it
We're gonna
doesn't
need it.
equate, because as these shadowy tendrils reach out and surround, they just seemingly like lay on his form and don't do any
Yeah.
damage.
Just
So you now have a
I
tentacle covered
assumed.
like skeleton man.
Did I? Oh, so the necrotic damage didn't do anything?
Not a thing.
it gave you hit points. That's cool.
Yeah,
It gave me hit points. That's
You
cool.
probably
That's
won't die
good.
in one hit.
it did
All right.
something.
So I'm now going to. I'm just gonna try to roll my hit. So 13 plus 7. Scrolling up. Hold on, sorry, my things. Yeah, 13 plus 7, so dirty 20 to hit.
Yeah, super hits.
And then 2d6. That's 9 plus 4, 13 plus 2, 15 magical slashing damage.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It is slowed. And then
It's slowed.
oh wait, just kidding. I think that's
For a crit.
wait, was that my other one?
Are you using slasher?
Yeah, I have slasher.
Okay, it's slowed.
Yeah. And then 5 cold damage.
Very good. Yeah, and with your cold damage, again, the energy sort of leaches out of your sword and doesn't seem to do a whole lot.
Even magical slashing?
The magical slashing made impact and did what you intended. It was the cold damage that didn't seem to.
So magical slashing was good. Necrotic nothing. Cold nothing.
Cold was something. I think it just wasn't as
That was
much.
something.
Necrotic
You
was
have-
zip because he's a
You've
necrotic
seen
creature. So
both the thunderous effect and now the cold effect be suppressed, but not eliminated in the same way the necrotic was.
So necrotic 0, my magical slashing full, cold partial.
Yep.
My brain. Okay. That's all I got.
Okie dokie. All right. Next up then is Dominic, followed by Uverheim.
Dominic is going to take a chug of his flask and use his Amulet of the Drunkard to heal 44 plus 4. He's going to gain 15 HP off of that. He's going to
That's
bonus action, what is that thing called? Second Wind, which is a D10 plus 6. I rolled a 7, so I
Yep.
got 13 health from that.
Super
and
good.
So I'm healed up to 44 now. And I will use half my movement to stand up. Can I pull out one-hand crossbow? With
Absolutely, yeah.
And so I pull out one-hand crossbow, and I'll look at it and I'll smile and I'll go, ha, fucking. And then that's my turn.
All right. Let's see. Next up then is Uverheim, and then back to the top of the round with Rochiette.
Oh, you like to fly? You see winds pick up around him, and then he pushes it towards Roshia. She gets hasted.
Yeah.
Dude!
Oh, I don't have to use
Now
my
we
Misty.
have a flying elf!
Fuck yeah. Fucky.
And then for my bonus action, I'm going to Hexblades curse him as the shadows start
Can
to,
you pull up hasted?
like, hold him, I guess?
I
Yeah,
don't
we got
remember
lots of
everything it
shadowy
does.
tendrils between Hex and Pippi's Path of the Wild Magic, and now Hexblade's Curse. All of these shadowy tendrils attempting to hold this thing down as it floats.
Yep,
He's my
and
favorite foe, if
just
that
move away.
helps. I'm just kidding.
And that's it. That's my turn.
All right, then next up is Roshia. Yeah, you feel this wind energy sort of surround you, and you feel incredibly swift.
You get an extra
Cool.
action, +2 to AC, and advantage on dexterity saving throws.
Sweet, 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 sweet. Da-
Oh, how is it 10 o'clock already? How?
Ah.
Well,
I
we
know.
started
I
like
don't-
20 minutes late.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was all your fault.
Yeah, it's all me.
Is hasted not a thing I could put on here? That's
No.
rude.
You just gotta look
It's
it
not
up. Bring up a new
condition.
tab or
Conditions
Yeah.
are
something.
negatives.
Okay.
You just,
Well,
just
I mean,
take
I
an
have it
Extra
up. I just
attack
wish I
plus
could've
2 to
done it.
AC and more movement.
Yeah. Advantage on dexterity saving throws.
Extra action, even. You can do something else with that action.
Correct.
No,
you can
shoot
it can
two
only
more
be used
arrows.
if it takes
disengage,
the attack.
hide, use an
Oh,
action, or
da-
attack.
Okay, you're right. I stopped at take the attack, and I was like,
Yeah.
that's all I need it for.
Enough for me.
If it gives me an extra action, would I be able to still do my 2 hits and then possibly throw a spear at someone? Or cast a
use an
spell?
object is one of the actions. Dash, disengage,
says
hide,
one weapon
use an
attack
action, or
only.
attack.
But you
Oh,
can
I
only,
see.
it says one weapon attack specifically after attack.
Yep. So, I mean, you could use your action to, like, hand off the spear to someone else and then shoot. I'd be okay with that. Because it's an entirely another set of actions, so.
But what you can do is all your normal stuff plus this one.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes. The one weapon attack only just means that you don't
Yeah.
get to have 2 attacks with this,
No.
even though you have extra.
I want to do
attack.
my 2 shots, and I think I'll give my magical spear to someone.
Yeah, you're giving it to.
I'm gonna give it to the fighter.
X's?
Gonna throw it at him.
So I can run up, give it
Mhm.
to him as that extra action.
Yep.
To who? To me?
Yeah,
You
you have just one
He
crossbow
has
right
2
now, right?
crossbows.
I
So
have one in my
he
hand,
has
but
one pulled out.
as you begin to run up to me with it, I said, I don't know how to fucking use that.
Stab. All right, it's
I mean, if I'll take it if you hand it to me, but that's what I say.
It's your action to use. So if you shove a spear into his arms, that happens because you used your action for it.
Yeah.
I guess if I'm by him, I'll ask Klobeck real quick. You want or no?
Not really.
Okay, well, I'll give it to him and see if he uses it then.
I take it.
Okay.
I'll bonus action Misty Step so I can get away without getting hit.
Smart.
Maybe a little further, just to be safe. And take my 2 bow hits.
Okay. Roll those bow hits.
20. I think that's a 24 to hit.
That hits.
I'm gonna re-roll my damage die. Much better. 11 plus my d4 for favorite foe. And these are silver. 15 damage for
hits?
the first one.
Oh, 15
Well,
damage.
it's 15 for the first damage. Yeah.
Okay.
And then 23 to hit
That hits.
with 9 damage. Both silver.
9 damage. Let me look real quick. Yeah. So with both of these arrows loosed, you see this thing is like barely holding its form together. It
Oh, goody.
like becoming more see-through than it was a moment ago. You see the like what may have been a representation of cloth in this image begin to fray as it seemingly begins to dissipate. What is your passive perception, Roshia, and what's Vaydroth's passive perception?
Passive.
It's not super high.
16.
13.
13, 16. Let me look at this real quick. Uno momento. Oh, come on. Cool. There it is. Yeah, not at all. You guys would both see this. You guys see from around the corner to the east a giant skeleton in the shape of a massive humanoid bull start lumbering around the corner behind you.
That's so cool, and also fuck.
Minotaur.
Guys,
He's the little
there's a big
girl.
old skeleton bull.
We got company. Vaydroth calls out.
Yep.
Very
That's all
good.
I
Okay,
do.
and that's the end of your turn.
That's all I can
And
do.
Is it
next
top half
up-
human, bottom half bull?
Yeah, actually, he's got the torso and arms that are humanoid, and the bottom half are like, you know,
Oh.
super long and bent the wrong way.
Fuck. Fuck.
Is he
Um,
quadrupedal?
Not quadrupedal. He's bipedal.
Damn.
Maybe tripedal.
Oh.
No.
Heyo.
Maybe
We'll
if he
see.
kills us.
Next up, you guys would see another one come lumbering around the
No.
corner
Oh.
from that direction.
Fuck.
And then,
There's
Uberheim, what
another-
is your passive perception?
Real low, buddy. 12.
All right. Well, still managed to beat it. You see a third lumbering around the side to the north of you.
Jesus.
Oh, that's weird.
We gotta get this
Um,
and get inside.
Let me make sure I'm doing that right. So next up is Klobek. Vaydroth will be the player after that. I need to make sure that these guys are the way that they're supposed to be.
Very end of initiative, please.
Yeah, we're about to see. Yeah,
So,
actually,
how
yes,
good?
they are.
Yes.
4, 2, and 8. So, well, okay, so one of them goes before you, Uberheim, but otherwise.
Fuck.
Well,
2, 4, 8. What the fuck?
Yeah,
who do we appreciate?
not super great. Minotaur.
Good thing there was a
and
fourth one.
he's
He would have
on
rolled 16.
4, and Minotaur, he is on 8. Awesome. Okay, yeah. Next up is Klobek, followed by Vaydroth is the player after that.
Klobek disengages, runs up, booming blades,
You disengage first?
because
Okay.
it just lasts the whole turn, so who cares?
Ah, nice. Okay.
Here we go. A 14 to hit.
14 hits.
Oh shit! I am surprised. All right,
Me too.
sneak attack, boom blade. Here we go.
Boom, that blade.
All right, the physical damage is 14, and the booming thunder damage is 4.
So before your thundering damage even has a chance to go off, the sword makes enough contact that this form begins to dissipate altogether. As your sword pierces through it, how would you like to kill this thing?
Ooh, I want to like scramble it up. And,
Get the
'cause
crown.
it's
Get
like,
the crown.
It's like wispy. Yeah, loop it loop the crown on the sword.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll say you even stab upward and yeah, like you said, do a little like scrambled eggs motion, whip it around, and as you do, the entire form of the skull and indeed rippling as you scramble it across the entire body, the rest of it dissipates along with the crown, unfortunately. The
Aw.
entire shape of it becomes completely incorporeal, unable to be seen by you any longer, and vanishes.
Come back,
Maybe we should get inside. Maybe we should get inside.
my crown. Okay, that was 20 of my feet. And I moved the rest of my 15 this direction. Run
All
away!
right.
I said inside, not the fucking outside.
And I'm actually going to call that a good place to stop. I have the initiative order saved here. I have all of our places saved, but it's 10, 11, and if we keep going with these extra guys, it's going to be a minute. So
Yeah.
unless we spend the next like hour and a half, then we're going to go ahead and call it mid-combat here, and we'll come back to it next week.
Let's just spend an hour and a half. Just kidding.
Yeah, let's spend it. I'm good.
I'll say these guys' health pools
Yeah,
are
just-
not small, and it will definitely not be short.
They're very tall.
Okay.
Very
Okay.
cool.
Aw.
I did not do our intro this week. I forgot because
Oh, yeah.
we kind of dripped in one by one and didn't really have a super hard start line. But if you are watching, thanks for watching. We do play Descent into Avernus every Monday night, starting somewhere between 10 and like 10:30, depending on whatever these knuckleheads get here, until roughly 12 Central. All the videos are going to go up on YouTube, and Friday we play a homebrew campaign, Aleros, again 10 to 12 Central. So check us out there, watch on YouTube, join us live. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time.
GG's,
Yay.
everybody, GG's.
Bye.
I went ahead and threw an art of those minotaurs in the chat channel as well, in case you wanted to take a look at them.
Nice.
Dude, super sick. I've always wanted to run one of those dudes.
Well, you get to fight like 3 of these